Okay, we're going to continue with the looking at this Andalusian cadence, and we first looked at it in the key of C major from the standpoint of the major, and in the narrative part I looked at it a couple of other ways just to make sure that everybody had a good view of exactly what the formula for the chord progression was and what the relationship was between the major key and the minor chord that the chord progression begins on. Now, we said you either go up sixth from do up to la, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, or you can go down a minor third, do, ti, la. So it's usually much easier to go down the minor third. So here's C, B, A, and that gave us the starting point. Now what you don't want to do is just get those confused so that you went up a minor third or down a sixth from the major chord. So let's look at another example of that and see if we're straight on the concept. Okay, remember the formula for the chord movement itself is minor chord, down a whole step to a major, down a whole step to a major, down a whole step to a major or a dominant, or even a suspended. Put the fourth in there, and that fourth, the A. That's it. Suspended with a flat 9. Suspended on that chord. Suspended on that chord. Suspended on that chord. Suspended with a flat 9. Suspended fourth. That's taking the fourth, substituting it for the third, and getting the 4-3 sound on each chord. You have to know where the majors and minors are, though, which we know because we know our 4-part harmony all the way through all the chords. So in La, we know it's minor 7th, and the fourth was natural. So 4-3 in G, 4-3, 4-3 in F, 4-3, 4-3. Notice F's a little weird because it's a whole step up 4 to 3, and then finally in the 5 chord, 4-3, 4-3. Okay, slight diversion there. Anyway, let's go to the key of E. Here's an E major 7th chord in A form. Has the root, 2 roots, 5th, major 7th, 3rd, and 5th. That's the spelling of it. So we go to this root, and we go down a minor 3rd, do, ti, la. So what's that note? That's note C sharp. Now we have the start. First chord minor, second chord down a step to a major, down a step to a major, down a half step to a major. Again, backwards maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. The C sharp. Now here in C sharp, see, each key will give you a lot of great different ways to articulate the chords because each, on the guitar, that's one neat thing about it, is that the way the open strings relate to the chorded, the fretted notes is different in every key. So here, note that the third, the minor third of the C sharp is E. So that's an open string. Okay, so you get this where you're actually, even though it looks like a power chord, on the fretted side, you have a minor chord. And what's the B? Well, the B here is the flatted 7th, so that's a full minor 7th chord. Instead of playing it like this, or like this. I can play it with open strings. Very neat sound. Okay, B, I can play that. Hear the suspension on there, the E on the B. I can play A. Now this is suspended with a ninth or second. We'll talk about that soon. And then finally into the 5-chord G sharp. Now there's a flat 9 in there because hear the A on the A flat. Here's just normally. Let's see. So we go back up. We played it like we did an A. Okay, you can mess around with it. Okay. The other one we looked at was, we said let's try at random the key of B. Okay, so here is B. 2 open strings, just for the heck of it, suspended with the root doubled up, tripled actually, root. Okay, so we take the B and we go down a minor third, and we're on G sharp. Now we start the progression. Minor chord, major chord, and now major chord, or 7th chord, or flat 9 chord. Hear the way the E sounds on the D sharp, okay, or E flat. People call it both D sharp and E flat, but remember B is a sharp key. So B, C sharp, this is the major scale now in B. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, A sharp, B, A sharp, excuse me, I got ahead there, G sharp, A sharp, B. Okay, so B, C sharp, D sharp. And that's why this is really, technically, it's D sharp. But a lot of people call it E flat. I call it E flat a lot. It's easy to communicate. But just remember that it's really in the key of B. So we got that again by taking our B, taking it down a minor third, building the progression. Minor chord, major chord, major chord, major chord. With flat 9. Hear that flat 9? There's a double third in there too. Hear the G, do, re, mi. The G is the third. On the E flat. Okay, let's try another one, just for the heck of it. Let's pick something totally at random. How about A? Okay, from a major. Here's, well, it's just like B, isn't it? We go down a minor third, and we're on F sharp. So we go F sharp minor, E, D, C sharp. F sharp minor, E, D, C sharp. Didn't mean to play the E. Sorry. F sharp minor, D, C, flat 9. Okay, so there are some other examples of finding the progression, beginning with the perspective of knowing the major scale.